Ooh. Okay. Hey y'all. We live. We live. Well, we got this thing here and I don't want it. So I'm sorry. Didn't realize that was happening. And I'm tripping. I'm sticking on something here. I need to close the door too. Close this door. Okay, well, y'all got to see my outfit today. We're dressed up. Because today we're going to talk about 1989 classic. I call it classic. I believe this to be a classic. And damn it, it's a classic. I think people like, I feel like with movies, we need to review them like, at the time they may not be great, but you may go back later and be like, damn, I love that. So I think we need to review things. I think She Devil would be like a really like I think people need to see it now. Sorry. I think people need to see it now. Like now. Like take a gander back at it. Cause I think people would like it more than they liked it back then. Like I was looking it up and it really didn't get good reviews, which is sad because it's really a good movie. I like it. I like the writing on it. I like the acting too. Again, another Meryl Streep movie because she a fan, she a fan, she a fan, she a fan, she a fan. I'm a fan of Meryl Streep. Y'all may hear more movies from Meryl Streep. Don't be surprised. It's gonna be a lot of certain like Quentin Tarantino. Love him. Renona Ryder might be a recurring person. I like her quirky acting. I like it. We didn't already know Dracula. Anyway, let me get to the thing. Because here in about 45 minutes, my kid's going to hit me up and I got to go pick her up from work. So we're finishing this thing from, what did I do? Death Becomes Her. I did nothing extra. This is the only time I do arts and crafts. So this is why I have to do this 2 times a week. That's crazy that me talking on camera makes me do the arts and crafts. It holds me accountable, if that makes sense. Get my blue. Um, so anyway, so get your arts and crafts out. I'm already on get your arts and crafts out and let's get our arts and crafts on and let's get this done. Let's get her done. Whatever yours is, I'm doing this, you do that. Whatever your that is. Oh, and the outfit is inspired. This is what, okay, let's talk about the outfit I got on. It's a little dress. This is what I feel like a cross between Roseanne Barr's character and Meryl Streep's character would wear. I just made this up. If I was them as a collab, this is the way I would look. It's cute, but yet like not over extravagant. But it's still cute. So that's the Meryl Streep is the cute part, and then the not over extravagant part is the Roseanne Barr's character part. This is what they would look like, and then cute. This is all cute, and then the wavy hair is. She had curly, but it don't matter. You have inspired me, Meryl Streep. Thank you for the inspiration. So I got some notes here because I want to try to keep it in sequence. So this is me doing that and arts and crafts today and staying in sequence while doing the arts and crafts. That's what we're doing today. So anyway, so today we're talking about 1989 She Devil, which is based on a book which I have not read, which I need to read because it's probably good. Like from the reading, kind of the Spark Notes or whatever it's called, like just reading like a little synopsis of it. It sounds like it's like even better than the movie, and I love the movie. It's a funny, it's a hilarious movie. It's like total cliche. I love it. I love it. Again, I believe we need to go back to some of these things because sometimes like some artists are ahead of their time. I believe this movie was ahead of its time. There's an album by Marvin Gaye called "Here My Dear." It's his divorce album. Ahead of his time. Okay. It would have been like him, like he didn't have YouTube back then. Okay, here we go down a trail. We ain't gonna get too much into this movie. There might be a part three. Or I'm gonna have to do it maybe Thanksgiving when I got some time. So anyway, because I'm not cooking this year, we're going to a restaurant. And if anybody doesn't know about that, please do that. Then you don't have to do dishes. You pay just as much as buying all this food. You don't have to do dishes. You don't have to like go grocery shopping. Just go to a restaurant that's open. Like a lot of restaurants are open on Thanksgiving. Take advantage. Start a new tradition. That's my outlook. Everybody doesn't agree with that, but girl, why? Why are we stressing ourselves out? Because we got to work now. So anyway, back to what we were doing here. Here, my dear. So Marvin Gaye did not have Twitter. He didn't. There was no internet, honey. They didn't have cell phones. They had like pay phones. I came from a generation where like they were going out of vogue, but yeah, pay phones. They had house phones and pay phones. I don't even think people even know what that is now, but nonetheless, he didn't have none of what we had. So what did Marvin Gaye have though? A album, a voice, no money. So he was inspired to make this album, and it is a very honest. I think a lot of people would love the album because you know the divorce rate is high now. So I think a lot of people would just like understand his plight. Anyway, so I think we need to revisit some of the things that we used to not like back in the day because we may find that like it was ahead of its time. Kind of like Da Vinci, Leonardo. So anyway, so She Devil, 1998. I should have got the book, didn't. Need to read it though, and if I read it, I'll review it. Think the book is even better than the movie. But let's talk about the characters. You got Ruth Patchett. She's also okay. She got a few names up in here because she rebrands in here, and we're going to talk about that. She rebrands in here. So we got Ruth Patchett, also known, aka Vesta Rose, aka Rose. Depends on where she at, what she doing, who she doing, why she doing it. Okay, this person, this character is played by Roseanne Barr. Now Roseanne act a little cuckoo cachoo nowadays, but I love Roseanne. I used to love the Roseanne show, Quiet as It's Kept. She acted a little. God knows what's going on, like child, or maybe that's just who she is. I don't know, but she was good in this movie. You got Bob Patchett, Ruth's husband, played by Eddie Begley, I think is how you say his name. I don't know him as an actor, so I think it's Ed Begley. I don't know him as an actor. I think he was on an episode of Tales from the Crypt, but I'm not sure. Put in the comments if he is. I don't know. I want to say he was on one. I think I saw him on one, and he was good. Anyway, you got Mary Fisher. That's funny. Okay. Played by my girl Meryl Streep. Love her. Look, I love her. She's so versatile. Like I love Meryl Streep. There's just something about her acting. Like it's not just the acting, it's her mannerisms behind it. She brings the character out. I enjoy her. I do. I like her as a character. And then she is so versatile. Like she goes every direction, honey. She's a good actress. She brings that character to life, honey. Just saying. So played by my girl Meryl Streep. That's why I love her. Like I can articulate why I love the woman. I'm just gonna put it out there why I love her. Give her flowers, baby. From me. I don't know. Everybody may not agree. Then okay, we got Nurse Hooper played by Linda Hunt. I've seen her in other things. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've seen her in a few other things. Because when I see her, I'm like, oh, that's that lady from She Devil. That's what I say to myself. Oh, that's that lady from She Devil. Anyway, then okay, these are two being big characters, but they are big characters. And okay, y'all, I gotta read. So, but y'all keep doing y'all arts and crafts. I'm gonna jump in here because this actually I enjoyed it, and it's so pretty when it dries. Look at it dry. Like the colors aren't the same, but they're still pretty. I'm gonna keep going, but let me get these characters in here. So, there are two characters that aren't main characters, but their characters are so good. I'm just gonna name them because they give me life. Because I'm probably because I already know I'm probably gonna be talking about them. So because they funny as hell and they propel the story forward. Like they support the story. Like they support the story in ways that I think are just funny, just super funny. They're darling. So it's gonna be Miss Fisher. That's Mary's mama, played by Sylvia Miles. I like her. She was nominated on a few things for like I think Academy Awards. I like her. And then Garcia, baby, he the butler. He the butler. And this is played by A. Martinez. Let me tell you something about that one. He was on the daytime soap circuit. So you know he looked good, child. Because everybody on the day, my grandfather used to watch. He used to come in. Sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay. I think they doing some work next door. You just can't win, honey. Hopefully that's not too distracting. Sorry, y'all. But so my grandfather used to watch soap operas, honey, during the day. He would go outside early in the morning. I would go there for the summertime. He would go outside early in the morning. He had this beautiful garden. You know, he was retired, so you know, you need something to do. And so his niche was gardening. And I find it funny because one of the places I lived, this guy had the most beautiful garden, and I like he loved that I just got it. I was like, no, my grandfather used to do the same thing. He retired and became a gardener, and it beautiful rose bushes. So nonetheless, he would get up early in the morning, and then once it got hot out, because it would be the summertime, it was like July, August. He would, when it started getting hot, he would go in the house like, okay, that's enough of that. And so he would sit and watch the soaps like Days of Our Lives, All My Children, like that kind of stuff. A. Garcia was one of them dudes. I think it came way after like me being a kid, but okay. So, and I noticed something about those, daytime talk shows. Everybody's gorgeous. Beautiful. Like, honey, ain't nobody slacking. Those people in that time, gorgeous. There was nothing that was like, no, beautiful models. So A. Garcia was in that market. So you know he looking good. That's the butler. To Mary Fisher. Meryl Streep. Okay, so just those are the notes, so I could, girl, because we gonna have to keep some notes around here, because otherwise I don't do so good. So I make the commitment to you. Do you see me pointing to you like Uncle Sam? I need you to know. I'm not advertising. I'm sorry. I was picking that up to remind myself to do the arts and crafts. I need you to know. I make the commitment to just now keep notes, because clearly I'm not gonna stay on point if I don't. So it holds me accountable. So this is a good thing. So not only am I accountable for the arts and crafts, I'm also accountable for my notes. Okay, I need to get it together or leave it alone. So make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. So we start this story, honey, in suburbia. You in suburbia, you see all this. Well, no, you ain't even in suburbia. You're in a mall, and it's all this glam, and it's like dun, 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 dun. They look like me, like yes. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, that turned into Dancing Queen real quick. It's like glam, and And it's a ladies looking for perfume, ladies looking for makeup, ladies like how department stores, like how you go around and you go get your makeup and at the counters and stuff. So it's like that, and they're just beautiful women. And then Roseanne is doing some dialogue, and she's like, yeah, there are all these women, and then there's the women like me. And she's heavier set, she's heavy set, and she is looking for a dress, and it doesn't look like it does on other girls that aren't as heavy set as she is. And she's trying to find a cute dress, because we find out that she's going to a party with her husband Bob Patchett, who is a accountant, and he's going so he can go network and grow and expand his accounting business, because I guess he's his own business person. So that's good. That's good. Boom, period. So she's looking for a dress, she's getting her hair done, she's excited. She called him at a payphone. Y'all gonna see let me tell you something. Y'all gonna see the payphone. If y'all were born after payphones concluded, y'all gonna see the payphone. Y'all gonna see the mall the way it used to look. Like, if you want a good reference of time, go that away. And by that away, I mean go to She Devil. Go to She Devil. Go that way. Go that way. Okay, so she's getting ready for this party with her husband, so she can go, because it's like a high-end party, because he got a network, so he could grow his business. So boom, they move along, and she calls him on a payphone, and she's like, oh my god, I'm excited, blah blah blah. He's like, it's not gonna be that big of a deal, blah blah blah. So they go to the party, and she's there holding her wine. This is her holding her wine. She's holding her wine, and oops, she bumps into somebody, and I forgot. Even with the paper, we ain't gonna I'm gonna have to come with slides. Oh, teleprompter. I'm gonna need some help, honey, for this to stay in line. So just get ready for the roller coaster ride, because it ain't I'm not even gonna pretend like, even with the paper, I'm gonna stay on target. That's just not who I am as a human being. So just saying, the first step to recovery is admitting you got a problem, and that would be me admitting I have the problem of staying sequential, on task, on time, yada yada yada. Hey, ADHD. So anyway, she bumps into, I forgot to tell y'all, she reads these novels, and she's in love with this artist, this novelist, Mary Fisher, and her like romance novels, because she's a bored housewife. So she gets her stimulation through these novels. So she's in love with Mary Fisher, and boop, who does she spill her? Oh, I forgot, we got her wine. Who does she spill? Oh my gosh, spill her wine on? Mary Fisher, the novelist who she loves. So Mary Fisher, she bumps into her. She's like, oh my gosh, you're that artist, Mary Fisher. And she's like fangirling out. Oh, you know what? No, that's not two different things. And see, this is some creativity here, because it's not even the same blue. Oh, that's why the blue dried different, because it's not the same blue. So don't believe what you just saw the first time. Correction. It's a different blue. I mean, why would you put two blues and not just give like a purple or something? But whatever. I'm dragging them because I really need to be dragging me. So anyway, I'm projecting my issues onto them. So anyway, so she's like, oh my god, I love you. And Mary Fisher's like, girl, this dress is expensive. This is chiffon. That I don't know if it's chiffon. This is chiffon. Like, you just spilled your red wine all over my pink dress, Absolutely not. What are you doing? And so her husband, Bob Patchett, comes over and he's like, oh my God. Well, Robert Patchett, but Bob comes over and he's like, oh my God, girl, go get some. He tells Roseanne, or I'm sorry, he tells Ruth, girl, go get some Chardonnay and salt. And she's like, and Mary's like, oh my God, you knew that? How domestic of you. And so I love her acting. She's like, how domestic of you. I was like, yes, girl, give the looks. Give it all, honey. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Take me, take me. So she, goes, gets it, and girl, it's giving, how on Adam's Family, Morticia got that light thing going. It's like, I want to do it. But oh well, y'all see my secrets. Imagine if this wasn't lighted and it's just this. That's what it was doing it for her, and then it was doing it for him because they were just falling in love, honey. That's the kind of look. Everybody be looking for some wild, crazy attraction. That's what you're looking for. If it don't hit you like that and you gotta force it and pretend it's probably not no wild attraction. You just know. Really, you will. You won't have to guess it. It just kind of, you just like, oh, where you been? That's what they was looking at each other like, ooh, where you been? So, I guess they stopped the construction next door. Thank God. What time is it? Ugh. So I can know what time is still going. Nonetheless, so they looking at each other. They're in their eyes are glowing. The lights just right on their eyes, which I love when directors or whoever like does that thing does it. I love when that's the shot. I think it's a great shot. It's so funny, but I love it. So anyway, so they're looking at each other's eyes. They're in love. So her and him leave and start walking. Child, she stopped caring about that dress real quick. She saw what she wanted. So they go talking and walking. Ruth running around with some salt and Perrier. Girl, they was not thinking about Ruth no more. So he didn't offered her a ride home. Oh well, they start talking and she starts saying, "Oh, I'm just a dumb woman who doesn't know anything about finances, but I got all this money. I'm a rich novelist." And so he taking a bait. He like, well, girl, I can keep your money for you, girl. I'm a smart man. I can keep your money for you, honey. And so, they coordinate that he needs to take her home. Now, here we go. Here's a fun fact. It was only 75 miles out of the way for him. Just 75. 150 round trip, but hey, who am I? I'm not an accountant. So these are not obvious signs. I just want to let everybody know these are not obvious signs of anything. So he take her home. They go to her pretty mansion. Girl, it is beautiful. I looked it up, fun fact. It was a house of like some heiress, like she had millions of dollars, honey. She let them use her pretty pink palace. It was beautiful. Take a gander into the history if you're a history buff type. So, She walks in and there's the butler Garcia. And Garcia's like, "Hey baby, I waited up for you." Okay. He waited up for her. Okay. So she pushes through like, "No, no, 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 no. What normally happens is not happening. What we're gonna do is you gonna go to bed and I got this hunk of love with me." So Garcia's is he mad. He like, "Girl, what? How dare you reject me? I'm the butler." Okay. He has a job, honey, that he getting paid for. I think it was a little more than that for him, but hey, who am I? What do I know? What do I know? This is not my tale. This is the tale of the she devil child. So they, girl, it was a bunch of nonsense, and then they hooked up that night, and he didn't come home that night. And Ruth sat there reading her Mary Patchett, or I'm sorry, I girl. Nope, that never was. Those two names were never together. Her Mary Fisher book, wondering just mind twirling about what's going on with that husband. Then she got a lot of herself and them children the next morning talking about, oh, maybe he blew a tire. Even though we all know that, ma'am, that's not what happened. But tell yourself whatever makes you feel good, honey. Sometimes, hey, if you do what you gotta do to get through it, that wouldn't be my method, but hey, it's somebody's method, I guess. So, finally he come in and the lie she told herself is what he kind of said. And he comes and he eating breakfast and he's like, I landed the Mary Fisher thing account. And he's all excited. And Roseanne in her head is like, oh, he cheating on me. Now, girl, you smart. You're on the right trail, Scooby Doo. And I'm not calling her a dog. I'm saying, okay, we don't need the mystery team or the mystery machine to figure out what Bob over there doing, honey. Robert, Bobby, whatever we calling him, because he got a few names too, depending on the one. So, she tells him her thought process, and he like, girl, I would never, ever, 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 ever cheat on you. How dare you say that? This Bobby over here you talking about. Wait, I'm sorry. I just slipped into being Bobby Brown, child. This Bobby over here you talking about. This your man. This your man's in them. This your hubby, whatever. And she at that point is like, okay, cool. But she know in her heart of heart, because she said it, he having an affair. So, child, things just keep diminishing. He just never coming home. She didn't turn into the man of the house, honey, because she doing plumbing, because she under the sink doing tinkering with some clogs. She mowing the grass, honey. She just filling her all the positions, and he over there tucking and rolling with Mary Fisher in her pretty pink palace, honey. Talking about I love you. Let me tell you. She gave him a ring. He put that on his pinky finger. He was like, girl, I love you. I'm not hating because I get it, but like, sir, a whole married man just like, girl, oh, how many ways I love you. Let me count the ways. You just don't know. Okay. Like, sir, calm down. I was crying. Like, I'm like, Bob, Robert, Bobby, whatever you going by, sir, calm down. Like, Jesus. So anyway, Bobby over there getting rings and rolling in the hay with this woman. She got like a heart shaped bed. It was cute. She got this cute different shaped bed. It was cute. Rolling in the hay with her there, making the butler mad, making Garcia mad. I feel you, Garcia. Like Garcia had a job to do, and he was dedicated to his job. He was good at his job. You know, he a hot, sexy, spicy thing, child. He was good at his job. Garcia said, "I am." Girl, what am I supposed to be doing? So, so, so. Okay, we got to move on. So Garcia. Oh, well, he mad. Okay, so okay, well, what? Let me keep going. Garcia mad, but her and Robert are just doing the do, honey, having a great time. So at one point, he get a little snarky with her, and it's just quite obvious what's going on here. But whatever. So they're planning a dinner with his parents. The parents are coming, and at a point, Mary's telling Robert, "Look, I'm, I'm tired of, I'm tired of being your side chick. I want to be with you full time. Like, leave her and them children. Leave her and them children. And just come stay with me. Like, why are you even going back over there?" Mary was something else, honey. Mary was something else. So, whatever. So, so he like, "Nah, girl, I gotta go over there. My parents coming." But she gotta keep him a little longer, an hour extra longer than what he was supposed to be gone. So whatever. So he finally come home, and my girl is just in full panic mode. She just can't take it. She's at the breaking point. Cause she know he cheating. Like it's so obvious here. It's like he's not even pretending like he's not cheating. So he's like, okay. So he come there and she's like panicked, freaked out. She's emotional. She can't take it. And he's like, okay, girl, well, is this all you got done? Like, you need to do better. Like, he going off on her for not having it together. Cause see, what she shouldn't have did was set her little self up there doing everything and letting him slide. No, I would have been calling him and being like, wherever the hell you are, you better get here and get this sink fixed. She tripping. That's what happens. You said that, girl. I'm not blaming you, but I'm saying, like, don't be tolerating things that you're not willing to put up with. But that's that on that about that. Ooh, this piece of hair. Y'all can't see it, but I feel it. Okay. So, she freaking out. She's emotional. He's yelling at her because he just at this point he don't care no more, child. He out. He out. He's out. So mentally, he gone, honey. He broke up. Mentally, he broke up. I'm dead serious, for real. Like, just watch it, and you gonna be like, yeah, mentally, he broke up. He don't want to do that no more. So, but he don't want to. It's a weird phenomenon. I never realized like why. Like I never understood why he didn't just let her go. Like I guess he wanted his to eat his cake and have it too, but he didn't realize like they would like say something about it eventually. I don't know what his method was. Put in the comment below what you think. Cause yeah, I never understood like why he, you know, did her like that. Like, So anyway, not that it matters, but like why not just let her go? Like why not just, you know, why not just go over there to Mary and let Ruth go on about her way? I never understood what his rationale was. What do you think? Put it down in the comments. So anyway, so the dinner comes. So her son can't find it's a son and a daughter. I just now mentioning them. Their parts were significant to get the story together, but like they're girl, Meryl Streep was there. And Roseanne, I think she's a good actress. I like her. I like her in certain roles, and this one it does her well. So let's see what time it is because eventually this kid gonna call, and I gotta go. And we could just part to it, and I'm gonna do it when I got more time. So they there, but Meryl Streep was there, and I wanted to pay more attention to Meryl Streep. So what the son is looking for his little hamster thingy, and Pawpaw, his granddaddy, is helping him, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta find my hamster. I can't find my hamster. It's gonna be important." So Roseanne is or Ruth, Rose, that's the Rose. She is. See, that's a they. That's a they, honey. That is a they, honey. That's what I would consider a they. Because my girl, she bounced, honey. She bounced from name to name to name, child. She was like, whatever. I'm whoever I want to be today. That's some Sasha Fierce, Beyonce. Like, girl, I got alter egos. That's some that. So she, was stressed out. She couldn't take it. She's emotionally just unhinging because she knows her husband is cheating with his client and he lying, and she's just tired. The kids keep mentioning like different stuff like, oh, will that make dad stay home? Everybody knows. In this movie, everybody knows. Okay, honey, everybody knows. So 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 oh Lord, where was I? Oh, so everybody's giving her microaggressions. The kids are giving her microaggressions. And everybody knows, so she can't take it no more. She can't do this. She can't pretend, that everything's fine. It's not fine. So she's having a nervous breakdown. She's burning things. She's just throwing some crackers and chips on the plate. He's like, that's all there is. And she is just like having a nervous breakdown. And the final blow to all of this, because Bob is over there pretending, child. He is like, oh no, you got to be sensitive and passionate and keep the flame going. And she's just like, she know he lying, but she got to keep up the facade for the family, child. Girl, she was over there having a whole nervous breakdown. So finally, she goes to get the casserole, and child, there go the hamster. She didn't cook the hamster in the casserole because she having such a big nervous breakdown that she ain't paying no attention to nothing. Girl, she barely keeping it together. She probably need to be, honey, seeing a psychiatrist. She was having a breakdown, child. But who was gonna help her? She over there pretending like her marriage good, child. So the hamster is in the casserole. And so, you know, they go to serve it and it's nasty. Well, it's like she goes to serve it. She was like, let me go get the strainer because she is mentally not okay. And he finally loses it. He's like, "Oh my God, Ruth, you suck. You're the worst wife ever. I hate you. I should have never married you. It's only because you was pregnant with the kid and blah blah blah." And the parents are like, "Oh my God, stop it. Oh my God." And Ruth is just sitting there like, just melt mentally, honey, brains oozing out her head, meltdown. Not literally, but like metaphorically, like brains coming out, honey. She's not doing okay. She was dressed kind of like this, but like more her way. Again, I'm a blend. I'm a blend. I'm a blend. So, so, well, no, Ruth eventually screams at him because she can't take it no more. And the parents are standing there and she's telling them he's having an affair and blah 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 and yada yada yada. It just, honey, it like this is why you should talk ahead of time and not just keep repressing it. Because guess what happens? It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. It will come out. And it was coming out, but not at a planned place. It was coming out in a unplanned place because you can only push it down. It's like pushing on the garbage only for so long. It's gonna spring out. It's like the laws of physics. Maybe, I don't know. So they're arguing. So the grandparents are like, girl, we just gonna go out for dinner. Let's go. And they grab their stuff and they run out. And so Robert said he blames everything on Ruth, and he was like, look, men have four assets. And he was like, and I got one liability. So he lists his assets. And I'm going to have to tell you this because this is important. It's important to the story. He said, for Bob's assets, home, a family, a successful career, and the freedom to enjoy it all. And he has one liability, and that's Ruth Rose. That's the Rose. He didn't know any of those. He only knew her as Ruth. He did not know her as Rose or Vesta Rose. But just for consistency purposes, I have to use all her names. Once you start, you got to keep going. Until I forget to do it. So anyway, he packs his stuff and he leaves and he goes to Mary's house permanently, which is what she always wanted. So boom, everything is perfect for now. Everything is perfect for now. And so this is where, you know what? I wish I could girl. So this is where she really loses it. This is where she just, honey, she was like, okay, you want to play games? You want to play games? I remember when I lost my mind, honey. There was something so special about that place. Yeah, look, this is where you play Nars Barkley crazy. And we out there without care. Yeah, I was out of touch. My girl went crazy. Like that song, crazy. That's what she did. So my girl went off. She lost her mind, and she wrote down the assets of Bob. She said, "Okay, oh, you gonna take everything away from me? I'm gonna take everything away from you. Your home, a family, a successful career, and a freedom to enjoy y'all. I'm gonna take all that away because you did this." You know how they say hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned. Well, just imagine if that would like what that would look like. Because this is a movie about that. This is a movie about hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned. This is that. This is that. This is that movie. So she loses it. So number one, the house gotta go, baby. She said, "Oh, I'm off rip, off top, off top, off dome, off dome." Oh, that's it. We gotta stop here. Sorry, y'all. We'll do part two. Bye.